Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. Now this video is going to be more about Spanish tips and lessons. So I want to give you guys some tips on if you're in another country and you're looking to meet someone, but in a respectful, more serious manner, not just to play and have fun. If you're trying to play and have fun, okay, that's cool. I'm not judging, but there are a lot of men that are looking for something a little more serious and they're starting out to learn Spanish. So I want to give you a few tips, things that you can use to separate yourself, because some of these countries that a lot of you guys like to visit are flooded with these new tourists, and they're giving everyone else a certain name. And like I said, it don't bother me no way, but if you just want to make it be clear that you're not here to play around, you kind of here, either you're moving here, you're long term, or you're looking to kind of know someone personally versus just having your fun and leaving, then let's get some tips that you can use, all right? Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you could take something from this video. I remember when I started learning Spanish, so I understand how it is, all right? Let's say you just started learning a month ago and you start to forget the phrases and stuff that you learned when you're put in the heat of the moment. So you want to kind of have a go-to thing that you do that you're really good at. You know, you should literally write out scenarios that you can see yourself in, all right? For example, you see a person, a young lady or a young man, and you want to approach them, all right? How should you approach, etc. in Spanish, right? Always what you want to first do, everyone, regardless of what you're looking for, you're in the town for a short time, long time, what you should always do in your beginning stages of Spanish, you should always ask, hey, do you speak English? Hey, how are you? Hey, good morning, good afternoon, whatever. Do you speak English? Hola, buenas. ¿Hablas inglés? Right, just like that. ¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak English? That's up front. Now, we're going to assume that this person says no, all right? And that happens. Your mission is to get this person's phone number, to get to know them. Hopefully they're a good person. You want to maybe take them on a date or two and pursue this person, all right? Or you just get to know them better, whatever, all right? Some guys that might just come to have fun, they might just go up to her and say, ¿Tienes WhatsApp? ¿Tienes WhatsApp? Like, just like that. Some guys do that just like that. They don't even say, hi, ¿Tienes WhatsApp? Like, do you have WhatsApp? And then sometimes they would get the WhatsApp, right? And if you're just having a fun trip, you're not looking for nothing serious, that might be good for you as far as meeting people. Now, when you're looking for something more serious, and let's say you come across a woman that's a little more serious, you catch her at work, at school, whatever, saying tienes WhatsApp might maybe have her think that you're just here to play around and have fun. Now, she may give you her WhatsApp, he or she, excuse me, they may give you their WhatsApp, but in their head, they may be placing you in a category where, oh, this guy is, or woman is coming to just play around, so let me try to get some money out of them without doing anything with them. Maybe just talk a little bit, tell them they're down on their luck, and hopefully you send them some money. Or maybe go on a date and hopefully you send them some money. But if you're not one of those people and you actually want to pursue someone, get to know someone, make friends, I would approach it a little different. Like I said, you may get the WhatsApp saying tienes WhatsApp, but that person may put you in a different category if you approach them and ask them on a date, or ask them to go and grab a lunch or coffee with you or something like that, right? So let's say you're in a beginner stage and you don't know how to do something like that. So you can approach, hello, how you doing? She probably gonna say good, and you, or good, thank God, and you, and then you're gonna say, yeah, I'm good, and then you're gonna leave a little compliment, and then you're gonna invite them out. You want to be straight to the point because your Spanish is not that great, right? But you do want to separate yourself, right? So you don't want to hit the tienes WhatsApp. So you do your greeting, which I'm sure most of you know. Hola, buenas. You could just say buenas. that covers everything, because good morning, good evening, good night, some of you mix it up in the beginning stages. We all did it. So buenas covers all three, whether it's buenas, whether it's buen dia, buenas tardes, buenas noches. If you just say buenas only, especially in the Dominican Republic, that covers them all. So you can say buenas at any time. So it makes it easier for you. Hola, buenas. And then she might say hola, you know. And then you hit her with your compliment. Wow, eres muy bonita. Quise decir que eres muy bonita. Something like that, right? So, wow, you're pretty. Eres bonita, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know how to say that. But if you don't, tú eres bonita, right? So you hit her with the compliment, and then she's likely going to say, thank you. Oh, I skipped a step. I said, you say hola, buenas, and then you say, ¿cómo estás, right? Hola, buenas, ¿cómo estás? And then she says, bien, gracias a Dios. And then you say, and then she says, ¿y tú? And then you say, muy bien, gracias. And then you hit her with the eres bonita. And then she says, gracias. And then, being that, you know, you're a beginner in Spanish, you don't want to spark up too deep a conversation and get lost and then have to pull out your phone. So you just want to study these step-by-step steps. So now we're going to invite her out, or him, if you're a woman, him. You're going to invite this person out to coffee or ice cream. One of those two this person likes. Coffee, 90% of people overseas like coffee, right? So next you could say, do you like coffee? ¿Te gusta el café? ¿Te gusta el café? So, do you like coffee, right? And then that person says, sí. And then you say, vamos a tomar un café. Vamos a tomar un café, right? Now, let's say the person somehow just says, oh, I don't drink coffee. Yo no tomo café, no, blah, 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 whatever. No. And then you say, ¿te gusta helado? ¿Te gusta helado? Do you like ice cream? That's like a 95% gonna be yes, right? So then you hit that person with, vamos para helado. Just to keep it simple for you. You don't have to get every little word down. Vamos para helado. Vamos para helado. Okay, vamos para helado algún día. And then she hit you back with, okay, está bien. Like, she's saying, like, okay, it's okay. Let's, like, you know what I'm saying? She's accepting it. Now you pull out the phone and then say, let's talk on WhatsApp. Hablamos en WhatsApp. Let's talk on WhatsApp, all right? Versus saying, tienes WhatsApp. To me, that could be more effective and give you a different perception versus just saying, tienes WhatsApp everywhere, because then maybe you look like the thirsty foreigner. So now you greeted the person, you complimented that person, you asked them, do they like coffee or ice cream? And then you invited them for coffee or ice cream. So now you literally set the plans versus another person. Most foreigners come in there, tienes WhatsApp, and hit them on WhatsApp, hey, come to the Airbnb. Now that person knows you're just trying to have fun and party. All right, so I hope that helps. I hope you guys like videos like this. This is a quick little tip for beginners in Spanish that wants a way to kind of not look like a thirsty tourist, and you look a little bit more like, oh, you know, I'm on something serious. You know, I'm not here just to play. So let me know what you guys think, and give you more Spanish tips like that for your beginning stages of learning Spanish, or different scenarios. For example, if you're shopping as a tourist, a common phrase you may use a lot is ¿cuánto cuesta? I'm pretty sure you've heard this. ¿Cuánto es? ¿Cuánto cuesta? You might grab some, hola, ¿cuánto cuesta? And then that person might hit you with a super long number if it's in pesos. I personally, Ryan, if I don't know barely any Spanish, I would pull out my calculator, and when I ask cuánto cuesta, if I hear a crazy number that I didn't study, I would say, you know, just plug it in there, and then that person might say, like, okay, it's 7,850 pesos, and then you might say, okay, cool. Capiche? Like, that's simple, right? Straightforward. So let me know if you want more tips like that for your trips. A lot of you guys have first, second, third trip, beginner Spanish level. In the beginning, I would focus on scenarios that I'm likely going to be in on my Spanish journey. When I started learning Spanish, I would study for like a while, like restaurant scenarios. Or we'll do numbers for a while. And then I would play out conversations to myself, write out how I think a conversation gonna do. Hello, how are you? Good, good. And you? I'm doing good. How's your family? ¿Cómo está tu familia? ¿Cómo está tu familia? How is your family? Stuff like that. Someone you haven't seen in a while, you seeing again. ¿Qué tiempo? ¿Cómo has estado? Wow, it's been a while. Like, how have you been? Stuff like that. Scenarios that you could just see yourself in based on how you travel. Put yourself in a scenario and then study like that. That way, you know, you're learning things that you're going to be consistently using, so, you know, you can come off a little bit more fluent as time goes on. And as time goes on, you're going to know what to go back and study based on the situations that you have been in or that you are put in, all right? Now, sometimes if you're sitting down maybe on a date or so, there's nothing you could do about it. If you don't speak Spanish, you might have to just pull out the translator. But there's little situations passing by, or you know, what time is it? Hey, where's the bathroom? I think everyone tends to learn these things first. Where's the bathroom, please? Where's the ATM? ¿Dónde está el baño? Hay un cajero aquí. Hay un cajero. Stuff like that, right? Oh, real quick, I'm gonna interrupt your video real quick. I want to tell y'all about something. It's a new social network. It's called Passport Traveler. All right, there's a website. I'm gonna link it. There's an app. I'm gonna link it. You can go to passporttraveler.com. Now, the social network was built for like-minded people, travelers that's traveling international, DR, Colombia, Brazil, Costa Rica, Panama, whatever. The list goes on. Wherever you go in Thailand, you want to get in a community. You want to post your videos, your pictures, and you want to connect with like-minded people. There's also ways you can earn money within the community. You don't need to be a content creator. You could just be someone that's just looking to build with like-minded people, with travelers. Maybe you just want to share travel stories, pictures, videos. Get in the community, all right? This video right here, sponsored by Passport Traveler. All right, so jump in there, link in the bio, and let's build, man. Let's build. Back to the video. Yeah, because a lot of, you know, you traveling, you might be looking for an ATM, you might be looking for a bathroom, you might need a ride, you might have left your phone at home, stuff like that, all right? Just learn Spanish based on situations that you know you're going to be in while you're on your Spanish learning journey. Learn those things first, and then you continue learning other things as you go. This is Vacation Time with Ryan. If you want more tips and anything like that, you can contact me privately on any platform, Vacation Time with Ryan. If you want to talk to me privately, my email is ks905tv@gmail.com. If you want more videos like this, let me know, please, because I can do this all day. I love this. You know what I'm saying? So you guys be safe. Take care.